Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Trans. My name is Stephanie Bree. I am a transgender woman, and I talk about all things horror. In this episode of Horror Icons, I'm tackling John Kramer, also known as Jigsaw, from the Saw franchise. Now, I know more about the Saw franchise from reading about it and watching YouTube videos on it than I do firsthand watching the films, because I only have the stomach to get through the first three films and then I'm done. I can't go any further. These movies are fucking disturbing, even for me. It isn't the kills or the traps that gets me, it's the psychological bullshit. It's the solving of the puzzles, it's the fake outs, it's the this person you think is one of the victims, but they're actually one of the assistants. And all this jumping around in the timeline. You know, you get flashback within a flashback within a oh, fuck off. It's just a fucking headache to watch. And convoluted as shit, and I can't really follow the franchise, but we're not talking about the franchise. We're just talking about Jigsaw. Now, as a horror icon, Jigsaw is both one of the scariest horror villains and equally one of the lamest horror villains. Scariest in that he has no fucking morals. He'll just fucking kill anyone. With the asterisk that, well, technically he doesn't kill them. He just puts them in a deadly trap and doesn't tell them how to get out of it, and then watches them die and laughs at their stupidity. But also he's pretty lame because technically he doesn't really kill anyone. He doesn't even, we find out later on, set the traps or do hardly anything. Mostly all he does is talks a lot of shit, and people just fall for it. He's more like a cult leader than a serial killer or a murderer. He does persuade other people to kill on his behalf, which I think makes him guilty of those murders the same as they are. Just ask, what's his name? I forgot his name. The famous serial killer. Not Jeffrey Dahmer, the other one. Charles Manson. Just ask him how well that goes. Look, this isn't going to be a very long video because I've only seen the first three Jigsaws, and he was a piece of shit in all three of them, and I thought he was fucking lame, and I am not in a hurry to watch the rest of them. I will. They're on my list. I'll give them fair reviews. I don't enjoy the movies. I enjoy some of the movies. It's just I don't think Jigsaw's a very interesting killer. And as a horror icon, he isn't really I mean, it's an image. It's a puppet. Jigsaw is a puppet, and John Kramer is like the man behind the mask, kind of, sort of, but not really. So I don't know if it's fair to call John Kramer Jigsaw, or if it's more fair to say John Kramer is one character and Jigsaw is another character, whereas Jigsaw is more or less just a persona that John Kramer uses to carry out his intentions, which is fucked up beyond belief. And I still don't know who made this guy judge, jury, and executioner on who is and isn't evil or bad or deserving to die. Because some of the people that die really didn't do anything wrong. They were just doing their jobs. And honestly, it was like, well, shit happens, dude. Get over it. You know, you can't just fucking blame everyone for every fucking thing that goes wrong. You know, this doctor diagnosed me with cancer and said there's nothing I can do to save you, so I'm going to murder the doctor because I got cancer. Fuck you, John Kramer. Jigsaw, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Piece of shit. Boring, lame-ass serial killer. But still very scary, because if he does target you, there's a very extremely high probability he's going to get you in an elaborate trap. And there's an extremely high probability you ain't going to survive that trap. And if you do, you're going to wish you had died anyways. You're going to be like, fuck me. And then you're probably going to end up being one of his puppets anyways, because he's like, I spared you. You owe me. Bullshit. I don't know. I don't like Jigsaw.